Good evening and welcome to Name That Dish, a show where our contestants will be sampling unique and interesting food from a variety of locations and decades. Every recipe presented in our show is from the University of Denver's Special Collections and Archives. And let's meet our contestants. We have Eugenia for our contestant number 1 and Miranda, contestant number 2. Alright, contestants, are your taste buds ready?
Yes!
Alright, let's bring out dish number 1.
Bon appetit.
Thank you.
It's actually very good. And very good flavor. Consistency is actually really good. I would have to guess, based on, let's see, this was, let's see, I don't know, 70s? Say, New York?
So Miranda guessed 70s from New York. Eugenia, do you have a guess? You know what decade it might be from if you were to guess?
No,
No? No idea? How about location? Where do you think?
it is a Colorado cookbook.
Do you think Colorado? Alright.
Yes.
Okay, so contestants, let's find out the results. This dish is actually from a cookbook named Simply Colorado, as Eugenia guessed. It is a Colorado recipe, and the decade is actually from the 1980s, from 1989. Our dish is a teriyaki swordfish, which our cooks have substituted with salmon. Alright, contestants, are you ready for the next round?
Yes.
Enjoy, ladies.
Thank you. This is so good.
What are your taste buds telling you?
It is quite a spicy dish. It probably has paprika or pepper.
Alright.
Very
Very flavorful. Very
Cool.
flavorful. Chicken is cooked very well.
Yes, chicken
Nice and
is
juicy. I'm gonna guess Louisiana, somewhere in the 40s.
Louisiana in the 40s. Alright, Eugenia.
I'm
Yes.
guessing it is south, probably, like Miranda said, probably Louisiana, but we don't know the region.
Okay.
Probably late 30s.
Late 30s. Alright. Let's find out the answers. So, this dish is actually from a Gone with the Wind cookbook from the 1939. So, both of our contestants were pretty on point with that. The Gone with the Wind cookbook doesn't specify a region either, it just says it's a southern cookbook. So, I will say the end of round 2, both of our contestants get a point. Alright, let's move on to the next round. Contestants, are you ready?
Very ready.
Let's begin.
Yummy.
Thank you, Miranda.
Enjoy. It actually has good flavor.
Skeptical at first, but we're
Sometimes it has a good spice flavor to it.
The sauce is the quality of the sauce is very good.
alright. Okay, do we have any guesses?
I'm gonna go with, let's say, 20s in, let's say, New England area.
New England. Alright. Virginia?
Probably New England, just because it's very the dish is very is a signature dish at Christmas in Britain, and New England is very Britain influenced.
Okay, we think it might be influenced from a British recipe. Do you have a decade guess?
Decade probably 20-ish.
20s as well. Alright.
1920s.
Alright, so we have similar guesses. 1920s in the New England area. Let's see if they are correct. Our dish is actually from a 1920s cookbook from New York. The dish is called a poor man's plum pudding, featuring some ingredients such as raisins, molasses, and cinnamon. All right, our contestants are ready to continue tasting, so let's move on to the next round.
All right, ladies. Enjoy.
Very interesting looking dish that we're testing here.
It's creamy. A nice, strong lemon flavor. How about that?
I noticed that the lemon complements the strong flavor of the chicken, and the texture of the cooked eggs is very good and very precise.
All right, so we know there's lemon in chicken and eggs. Contestants, do we have any guesses for location and era?
I'm gonna guess Greek. Very signature for that kind of region.
All right,
And I'm gonna go somewhere in the 60s.
Greek in the 60s. All right, Eugenia.
I am guessing Greek,
Okay,
probably 60ish.
Greek in the 60s as well. All right, contestants, let's find out the results. So our recipe is actually from a Greek cookbook, and it is called an egg lemon soup, and the recipe comes from the 1960s. Some of the ingredients, as the contestants guessed, in the soup are lemon, eggs, rice, and chicken broth. Contestants, we have 2 rounds left. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's keep tasting.
Ladies?
Thank you. Based on, I guess, it is very generously buttered. It has undergone a challenging brown sauce procedure of a brown sauce. These are young potatoes based on the skin.
Okay. Do we have guesses on era or location?
Very well done cooked and very well done. Nice and sweet, but not overly so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go with more of a Scandinavian feel.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with the 80s.
All right, Eugenia.
I will guess it is in the 60s.
In the 60s?
Yes,
All right. Do you know what location it might be from?
it is Scandinavian.
Okay, we're going with the same guesses, similar guesses. Let's find out the results. So our recipe is a Scandinavian recipe called brown potatoes the Scandinavian way. It does feature butter, salt, sugar, and potatoes is essentially what the dish is made out of. And the recipe is from the 1960s. So we're close on one, and Eugenia has guessed it again. All right, and it is our final round of our show. Contestants, let's bring out the final dish. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Have some thoughts?
Good flavor. No? Good consistency with the meatball. Very nice. Very nice.
Do we have any guesses?
Let me see. I'm gonna go with Mediterranean.
Somewhere Mediterranean?
Yeah, and we'll go with. Let's try the 70s.
All right, Eugenia.
I'm guessing it is Northern Italian,
Northern Italian,
but probably the 70s.
70s as well. All right, contestants. So our recipe is from Italy, and it is from the 1970s. Our dish is called meatballs with savory cabbage. It does feature some ground pork, cabbage, butter, and onion. Contestants, good job on the rounds. We have some pretty spot-on guesses.
Thank you.
Well, folks, I hope you have enjoyed our culinary journey around the world. Our dishes were prepared by University of Denver students and were enjoyed by students as well. Special thanks to our DU Special Collections and Archives for allowing us to utilize the cookery and foodway collection, allowing us to bring these recipes alive for our viewers. We encourage students who enjoyed our show to visit the collection containing hundreds of cookbooks similar to the ones we used in our project. Thank you, and tune in next time for another round of Name That Dish. Goodbye.